Hi everyone, it's Jean. I wanted to show you first real quick because I promised. I covered my paper bag booklet that I made yesterday, and I used a paper pad from Stamperia. That's how I say it. I'm not sure if that's right or not, but it turned out really nice, I thought. And it's always nice when you have pattern paper that you can use and make it more interesting. The one thing that I wanted to mention about the paper bag journal, we made some pockets, and right here's one. So you can use this to put your tags and your goodies and things in. I don't know why this bag keeps wanting to open up, but it does. And that's great. But as you can see, you have space here to make a cool tag. And when I make these, I like to have the tag tops kind of sticking out because that adds this nice little decoration to the end. I like the shorter one. I did go ahead and take a piece. I had to actually splice two pieces together because the paper packs that you get from Stamperia, they're beautiful. I got the 6x6 pack. I think it was called Dream. But it has other pages in it. For example, there's a page to cut out journaling cards, and there's a page to cut out little tags, and there's also a page, I think, that has an envelope and some other things on it. So the only one, because I was running out of paper, I had to splice these here, which they look really nice. I don't mind them at all, like that. And then here I had to make two pieces on this pocket and two pieces on this pocket. So that's why I always let you know that when you are cutting paper, to always save your offcuts so that you're able to use them if you need to in covering some of the pages. So I'm looking forward to decorating this. I love the blue, and it's kind of a green. Some of it's kind of teal. So it'll make a really pretty book when it's done. I'm going to put it aside for right now because I wanted to talk to you about magazine and book images today. So it's a challenge for me to use magazine images because they're so, flimsy, okay? But I went through a magazine and I cut out several pieces that I thought would make beautiful journal cards. And all I'm going to do with these, I'm going to try to use up some of my scrap papers that I have. But all I'm going to do with these is just take a little bit of glue. Not too much, because one thing I find about applying magazine papers to cardstock or whatever it is you're using, the glue will seep through. So let me see if I can get this on here. And the edge is a little rough over here, so I may have to trim that a little bit. But there you go. I have this really pretty journaling card, which I think is just gorgeous. You could definitely embellish on top of these if you wanted to with a little lace. But this is so pretty. It's the top of a cake, so it makes a pretty journaling card. The next thing I did is I took one of the magazine pages and I layered it onto another piece of paper, which was a sturdier book page. And I just folded it into an envelope for one of my Happy Mail recipients. And I think it looks really pretty with the cake on it. So someone will be getting that one. Now I have a couple images. For example, I found this one, which I love the green. And I'm going to apply this to this piece of, it's a piece of tea-dyed paper. Now the tea-dyed paper is not that thick. So when you have a piece that's not going to be very thick and you're going to want to use that maybe as a journaling card and a tag, you may have to reinforce it more, or if you feel like it's sturdy enough, which it feels pretty good, I'm gonna have to trim the edges. You could actually, with this one, you could easily use this as a tuck spot or as a flip out or whatever, excuse me, you would like to use it for. But I found these really beautiful magazine images. Probably, I'm not sure which one they were, but they had all these beautiful cabbages. And I think I have some more here of the cabbages. Let me see. I've had these for a little while and didn't know what I was going to do with them. So here's a really cool one of a zebra. This is just a statue. Here's some floral. Here's a girl that I thought was so cute. Here's a little collage thing of some different things that would go together for decorating your home. Here, this is just so pretty. And this one too. And they're too pretty to, you know, just pitch them. So that's why I got them all out. Now this one is part of the cabbage. And I thought this was really cool with all the different candles. Now, this is showing you how you can shape your own candles. But what I would probably do with this is put this either on a page or fold it even. It would look nice folded. But this is going to have to be covered up because that's the challenge of magazine pages. They put their text right within the image. So you will have to embellish some places with some text where the text needs to come out. Now this one, I could probably cut it right here where the window pane is, and then I would just have this bottom part. These cabbages are so beautiful. And lemon poppy seed zucchini bread sounds really good. This is really pretty, and I thought I would keep this and see what I could do with it. And what else do we have? Oh, this piece right here with the different patterns you can probably slice the wording off pretty well. If not, just, washi tape or something like that over it would look nice. I liked this grouping here, especially this dresser drawer with the chippy paint. And then I have this one. Actually, I think I'm going to keep this page because this talks about crepe myrtle, and my mom has some of these. So you could cut some of this to use as a tag. This could just be a page in your journal. And then this one is also a potted plant, and I thought it looked really nice. So there are a couple others. This is just beautiful, and I may use this one for the cover of the journal since it's pretty much all image. I love this of the different colored eggs. And what else did I find? Oh, the chicken house. That's so cute. I love this. And when you go through magazines and books and you look at these different images and you think, okay, like when I looked at this one just for a moment, I thought, well, maybe I can make my journal in a house shape. And that would be perfect for every single image in here because it's either your backyard or your home or textiles for your home. So that might be something that I will do. I also had a book that had cross-stitch patterns in it. So I cut out some of the cross-stitch patterns, and these are really pretty. These are thick enough that you could just put this in a journal if you wanted to. This one's of a really pretty quilt. A lot of them are heart related, so someone had written in the book in different places, so I just cut out what I could use. And here is another one. This is absolutely gorgeous, and this would make a really good tag. I'm going to set that one aside. This one is very pretty. These are some larger pages, and they are thicker, so we could definitely use these as pages in our journal, or even devise some type of cover for the journal with these book pages. Here's another piece of a book page. This just reminds me of, there's this one on the back, but I wasn't as fond of that as I was of this potpourri bouquet. Here's another heart. This is a baby quilt, and I just kept the quilt part. I'm sorry for the baby. Here are, this is like a little nook or shadow box, whatever you want to call it. And each section has a little heart, pretty much. There's some that don't, but have little hearts and show you how you can make them and how you can design them. This one is also really pretty because it has lots of lace and floral. Another cross-stitch page. This page, I'm sure this is German, but I don't know what it means. So if somebody knows what it means, let me know. And these were like headers for each of the sections. And I really like the designs that were on them. So I cut those out separately. And the wording, the lettering is really pretty too. And here's the last one, which is home is where the heart is. So that's a bunch of heart stuff that I got out of the magazine. Here's another cake, which looks so beautiful. And I think that's all that I've harvested so far. But I just wanted to tell you that you have a huge amount of images and patterns that you can get from magazines. And you can sometimes pick up magazines at different yard sales or thrift shops. I don't know if I've ever seen any at a thrift. There is one bookstore that I sometimes go to that will have magazines for sale, but these are wonderful to use to create a journal. So what I thought I would do with these, I don't have a journal made right now, but I'm going to go through and I'm going to make some journaling cards and some tags, and I'm going to determine what I'm going to use for my cover. So if you have any magazines that you're about to throw away, go through and harvest, you know, whatever you can find, because they make really beautiful images. So my challenge here today is to take these book pages and these images and make a journal. So that's what I'm going to do. And this is just going to be part one, where I show you the pages that I've harvested out. Now I'll probably use some book pages and some harder cardstock to back these. So I'm not giving myself any specific rules, because I really don't know what's going to need to be reinforced and what's not. So if you want to do this with me, go ahead and pick out your magazine images and start making your journal cards and your tags. Determine what you want for your cover and your pages, and then we will go from there. So thank you so much for stopping by, and I will be with you again a little bit later when I get this finished. So have fun and talk to you soon.